demolished, so now you gotta pay homage. I straight polish and abolish oppositional voices and crash motherfuckers like collisional courses. I spit flows more wetter than pussy. Get low, tiptoe when you better not push me. Thick hoes always let me put my head on they tushy. Sick foes wanna bring me bloodshed and ambush me, but I'm sicker and smarter. Kick up a kicker is smarter. Stick up a father just so I can stick my dick in his daughter. An introduction to a pretty face, shitty face, pretty face. I get love from Georgetown to City Place. I get the best of you at any feast or festival. For those that want beef, I'ma turn you into vegetables. No contest, multiple man's the champion. Unbreakable, just like adamantium. Solid steel claws, for real balls. I peel the draws off of bitches while my dick is concealed in their jaws. And bust nuts for real, I got nuts to steal. So why you sweating me? What's the deal? You can come in the management of blast and strike a pin to you. I get in the rapper's ass just like an enema. Your lyrics ain't got no spirit and you're not live. You don't got drive, but I'm in most rappers' top 5. You can't match my IQ or catch what I do. Die by the rats beside you. I'm stepping on stage like y'all anticipated. Now watch a rapper get his jaw dislocated. I'm spinning and bending minds like lemon and genuine, and grinning when I'm meeting competition at dinner time. Spitting rhymes that's official, so put a stamp in them. Unbreakable, just like adamantium.
Yeah, needed that to get started. Welcome everybody to another episode of Heezy's World. Oh, let me turn on my mic. That's very important. Let me start over. Welcome everybody to another episode of Heezy's World. This is your boy Heezy, of course. This is episode 98. I call it the God Complex. But first and foremost, what's all going on with y'all? I'm happy to be back after a week hiatus. It's been a crazy year so far. It started off, like I told y'all, 2020 with a 1 in front of it, and it is 2021 in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, things are good, you know, I'm breathing, I'm happy that, I don't know, man, the world is pretty messed up, man, that's all I can say. It's hard to, say that everything's all good. I mean, everything might be fine for me, but, no, it's not fine for me. If people, you know, I mean, things are happening to people around me, and I'm just like kind of sad about that and shit. But you know, life has to move forward, and I don't know, man. I still feel like a growing boy that still needs to, you know, learn things and understand life, which life is probably not meant to be understood. But I don't know. I'm happy, but you know, I wish things were better for everybody else. But with all that said, let's get into it. Today, I have a little bit of a topic, the God Complex. So, I just a short segment on this. So I'm told by people I love. Well, they've related to me this thing, and it's interesting. A God complex is I don't know. I look at it because personally, you know, me being who I am, I don't know why people are intimidated by me or whatever it may be, but I don't know, people are scared to talk to me. I mean, I go through things where people are scared to talk to me, and you know, my way is the only way, and I don't know, I just don't get it sometimes. But let me get into it. So let me explain what a God complex is, and if you know what it is already, give me your own definition in the comments. I do thank everybody for joining in. I see Julia, Lady D, and Dorica. And Facebook looks like they're a little empty today, but it's all good. But I don't know why you were approachable as fuck. And I swear, young, that's how I feel, and that's how I want to be. Thank you, Dorica. But I don't know. I gotta say this because there's people who lately in my life, I feel like, because of COVID too, I've been around I love being around people. I love being around my friends, you know what I'm saying? And whether friends have dropped off because of COVID or because of other reasons, which I can't explain, but I don't know, man. I literally mean it every week. Y'all see me up here saying I love everybody. There's nobody I do not love. And I don't know where to start. I don't know what else more to say. I feel like people should really take heed of that, because it's your boy Heezy. I don't know. But, and also, I seen on the social medias there's a "What's Wrong with Your Sign" challenge, and this might go along with my sign, the Sagittarius. There's nothing wrong with our sign at all. We're basically the the gods of the world. I use that term a lot, God, because Erykah Badu said if we are, what'd she say? If we are made in His image, then call us by our names, and that would be God. But I don't know. I've learned. I've grown up in the church. I used to be. I've grown up in the Episcopal Church. I call that the Christian/Catholic Church. I hope the Episcopalians don't have a wedgie off that. But I know I grew up in the church. I learned you shouldn't say the Lord's name in vain, or I don't know. You shouldn't say these terms so loosely. You know what I'm saying? But my thought of what God is, God, you can't even call God God. We have no understanding on what that may be. All I know is that I'm here, and it's a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are funny. I didn't. Good Lord, who's scared of me? See, you two, and you two especially, Darika. Darika, you are, y'all are not easily. I need to go on and talk about this, but y'all two are tough characters. You know what I'm saying? Not even tough. Y'all are just y'all don't take the shit other people take how they take it. Like I don't really agree with this God complex, but when I start to read it, y'all gonna be like, oh shit, maybe he does have that. But I don't know. But y'all two don't. I've got into it with you a couple times, Julie, and nobody can fuck with Darika. Darika will put you in your place real quick. But there's so many people like this, and I appreciate people who are able to take shit, which I don't feel like I'm giving shit, but who can take it and give it back, or respond. Some people just crawl into a little hole and die sometimes, which I'm not fond of that. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, so let's talk about it. So a God complex. A God complex is a psychological illusion, and is exactly what the name suggests. A personality flaw in human beings, especially those with great power. What power do I have? Anyway, let me stop. Who perceive themselves to be omniscient. I think that's my first time seeing that word. And omnipotent, and treat others as mere mortals. According to us, we will be forever incapable of ever making a mistake, and we will never accept responsibility for anything that goes wrong. The rules embedded in some society's mindset will never be important for a person with this complex, as they will deem themselves to be above these petty things of the mortal world. Foolish mortals, you peasants, you. It's like they believe there's a thin line between plain old ignorance and a God complex. People believe they're the best at everything, and everyone else is inferior to them. Omnipresent. No, it was omniscient. It wasn't omnipresent. It was something with a C in it. Anyway, yeah, somebody says I have a God complex, and I've been told this quite a few times, but not directly God complex, but it's like, what is it like? Is it Napoleon complex, almost the same or whatever? I don't know. I also learned that there's something called an inferiority complex, and I feel like that's what other people are going through. But yes, people with God complex seem so sure, so in love with themselves. And come on, you have to be in love with yourself. I don't understand how you can go forward in the world without loving yourselves. But let's keep moving on. Some experts suggest that they actually suffer from low self-esteem and are insecure about almost everything, which is why they constantly require attention and admiration from others around them. Not officially labeled a personality disorder, but the God complex is very similar to the narcissistic personality disorder. I've heard that I'm narcissistic. Whatever. And it's often associated with it too. We're not God. You know that. I know that. But some of our fellow human beings don't. And that is precisely why they suffer from the God complex. I don't really know what to say. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about all that, but let me keep going on. Most people with the God complex are doctors, politicians, bureaucrats, celebrities, which I am none of these things. I mean, I would like to be a doctor. I would like to be. I don't care. I would like to be the president. And celebrity, I don't want celebrity without the wealth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So what else? So people with God complex are judgmental, allergic to criticism. They cannot tolerate anything that even mildly contradicts their beliefs or actions. They have a need to influence people in any given situation, and they're also manipulative and feel free to use people as and when they please, and also addicted to power. Whatever, Julia. I don't care, man. But I mean, I care. This is something that if I do have it, you know what I'm saying, I definitely want to nip it in the bud. I don't like rubbing people the wrong way. And honestly, I feel like everything I do, and I know I have a bit of an attitude problem, and I may criticize people a bit, but I feel like it all comes from a loving place. I mean, I wouldn't tell you about yourself if I didn't love you. But I don't know. I get upset with people. But it's all about being upset. I mean, sometimes it's about how you're treating me, but also how you're treating yourself. And I don't know. I mean, who am I to judge that? But, you know, I just need people to talk up. I don't know why I'm not allowed to have feelings like this, but I don't think I'm so invasive and so extra. Whatever, y'all. But yeah, they say, I'm trying to remember what I read. I didn't write it down, but they say it comes from being pampered too much as a child. Let me look that up. Something about being pampered too much as a child. Let me see. Let me see. Because it was pretty interesting. I was pretty interested from what I saw there, where it comes from. What causes God complex? Like so many mental disorders, it's not entirely known what causes it, though it's thought to be rooted in either excessive pampering or criticism from parents or a genetic predisposition. And it typically affects more males than females beginning in the teen years or early adulthood. I'm not sure. Some unloved person made this shit up. I appreciate that, Julia. Said I'm not ill-intended and good people at the end of the day. Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna continue on with this God complex, but I mean, I'm always trying to correct myself every day. Like, you're always growing every day, no matter how grown you are. You know what I'm saying? The world is too vast to think that you have, conquered it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm too. I think about others too much to really carry on like that. But I have my ways. I definitely made people feel away, and I don't know. I want to say I'm sorry first of all, and this is to nobody. Like, I'm not affecting nobody immediately or currently or recently. This is something I wanted to talk about this last week, but aka male ego. I mean, and I wonder, like, I hope you young ladies and ladies are not going through this. What happened there? Hold on now. Let me check something. So my watch just want to take control of my phone somehow. That was pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's something typically in males. I mean, I think I would love to see a woman with this thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really call it a issue because I find that would be fun. If somebody was having this persona around me, I would love to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know. Put me in there to argue with people. I'll do it well. There we go. But at the end of the day, let's look at it together. I mean, who knows? What if we're all just God complexed people over here just bickering amongst each other? But I appreciate what y'all saying. I mean, I really appreciate that shit. Even if it's just two of y'all, I really appreciate that y'all feel that way. Let me put Facebook over here. But yeah, I don't know. So if anybody has these issues, I mean, it sounds like it's pretty traumatic to people. But there's also an inferiority complex where people feel that they I don't know. I didn't look into that one, but I saw the God bug syndrome where you might feel like you're big, and I kind of related to this one. You might feel like you're big one day and then you feel like you're small, well, in 1 minute, and you feel like you're small the next. Like, I constantly might have those thoughts. Like, you know, you might feel good about yourself, but then, you know, the world, I don't know, the world is, I've been through some shit, so it's like, it's funny, there's a meme out there, and I was reminded about that. People who need to seek therapy start podcasts, and I just chuckle to myself, but let's just look at everybody else starting podcasts. And don't just put me on the fucking spot here, but yeah, man. But shit is real out here. I mean, I don't know, this emergence of all these medical terms and shit lately, it's very something. I'm trying to pull up my Facebook feed here. But yes, so if you're dealing with anybody with a God complex, i.e. me, for people that want to, I mean, I don't agree with this, but I have told people to do these type of things when dealing, like when you feel like I'm belittling you or not letting you get your word out or something like that. Like, they say be the bigger person, simply ignore people like that. They say if you're in a relationship with a person like that, you should leave. I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey, if it gets out of control, you can't control it. So, I mean, hey, maybe you should get out of there. They say confront them in person and with a few witnesses. I mean, how do you not confront somebody in person? But yeah, they basically confront this person with witnesses. Whatever. Limit your interaction to what is absolutely necessary. You know, I think this goes for the I can't say this word for shit. The inferiority complex people. Like, I don't understand why y'all can't just talk up. You know, make yourself heard, make yourself known, make your feelings valuable. If people don't, like, I'm one person that, and I guess it's part of that God complex, I'm one person that really doesn't take insults, or let's keep it at insults, because I would like to say I love criticism. My sisters swear I don't. They feel like I don't listen to the thing they say or follow anything they say, and I'm not a follower. I will start by saying that. But I am very observant, and I believe I'm a great listener. But I'll stop at good listener, or I listen, whatever the hell. But I don't know, man. Like, I would love to meet somebody with a God complex. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that's like, it's you, nigga, it's you. But bring on the God complex people. I will help you with them in your life. You have the inferiority one? That's crazy. I would never have thought that, Darika. That's why I love elephants. I'm a small person. I'm Jada Pinkett, but I want to make a big impact. And you have a big aura about you, Darika, so let me tell you that. And I don't know. I want to tell people to never change. I mean, I don't know. I gotta look at everybody individually, and who am I to judge? But I will judge you if you want. You know what I'm saying? And like, people bother me. Like, people get into my space and then they wonder why I say things I say. I mean, people, I don't know. At the end of the day, I love people and I want to keep all y'all motherfuckers around me. So, speak up. And I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, you know, people, if you gotta move on, you gotta move on. But, hey, I don't really understand it. But, that's my little spill on that shit. I really, would like to see how this goes forward. You know what I'm saying? True shit. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. Everybody else should have a God complex. Love the fuck out of yourselves, okay? Walk with your head high. I mean, that's something I try to do. I mean, I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to big up myself to do great things. You can't really do it from a low self-esteem standpoint, I don't think. And my esteem ain't that goddamn high, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is, because I don't know, I want to attribute it to my faith in God. I mean, I'm put here for a reason, so I am blessed to have life, just like everybody else is blessed to have life. You know what I'm saying? So, what the fuck? Let's celebrate that shit and fucking tout it, tote it, whatever they say. What's going on, Brandon? What's up, Zabita? Z, Blair, what's happening? But yes, so I'm gonna move on. So yeah, last week, Biden was inaugurated. I didn't really care to talk about that. I mean, we knew this man was gonna be president for like 20 days or whatever. We knew it for a while, for a whole month, or well, no, 2 months. I'm glad. It seems a bit of normalcy has hit the White House, but the bar has been set so low, so nobody should be quick to celebrate this man. But I see he's doing a lot of executive orders for peace, race and equality. He's hiring a lot of people. Like, he hired somebody. He's hired a transgender. I'm gonna say man or woman. I don't really know what. I can't. Forgive me, because I don't know the sex of the person or the whatever. He hired somebody that's in charge of health, or that's going to be helping with health in the government. So I think that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But I know he has he's working on having the most diverse cabinet. So shout out to him, man. It's good to see inclusion. But the bar is low, so let's just keep watching and see what happens. It still has to get all these things passed by the Senate and all that. And where is that stimmy at? What's up, Ashley? Where is my stimmy at? I'm wondering the same thing too. When is that gonna go into production? I'm really trying to figure that out. I could use a good 14 right now. And I heard some of you haven't even got your first, so look out for that 2000 coming in 2022. It's like, nah, let me stop. All right, so China. I mean, so China, you know, the coronavirus, I'm about to say something that Trump said, but the COVID-19 has erupted there in Wuhan. And finally, we are the WHO, the World Health Organization, has finally sent some people out there to investigate the origins of it. Now, I'm only saying this because I've had I used to watch the internet a lot. I am a bit of a conspiracy theorist, and this is interesting. I mean, they're there solely on just to find the origin, not to place any blame, just to figure out how to stop this in the future. I hope. But it's a lot of tension right now, and of course, you know, Trump, before he left, he basically, you know, not accused China of, well, he's been calling it the Wuhan virus for a long time, but you know, it's that type of shit is not really good for our Asian friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe Biden had to recently he signed an executive order to protect Asian and Pacific Islanders, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people going through some ups and downs with that. But China, man, I don't really. And also, before our last president left, we accused China of. We became the first country to accuse China of committing crimes against humanity and genocide against the Uyghurs. I always forget how to say it. Uyghurs. I keep forgetting how to say it. But I be telling y'all about that shit. Like I definitely don't like any type of silencing or any eradicating of any human. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I don't even like cancel culture, but this is far worse than cancel culture. Like they're literally killing people out there. But they won't tell you that in the news over there. And I kind of like that we put them on the spot. But we're gonna see. So what I was trying to say is that I don't know if you ever saw a Zeitgeist a long time ago. It's a internet craze, like a 3-hour long video, basically talking about the world and all the people in power and shit. All the people in power and what they're doing to keep civilians or the sheeple, you know, at bay or in control. And I mean, I don't really believe that. I don't think anybody can control anybody. I mean, the shit happens for sure. But so there's just a vision, just it's like a remembering what I saw, and with all this shit. So basically, you know, first the dollar gets taken away. And shout out to Biden, he's trying to bring back the $20 bill with Harriet Tubman's face on it, which is good for inclusion and all that. But is anybody using cash anymore? Because I'm not aware of it. And then we got viruses spreading amongst us, and this one seems never ending. You know what I'm saying? And not to scare anybody. You know, this is just, you know, God got us. Okay, we got each other. There's nothing to be scared about. I mean, I don't want, you know, that's what I want to believe. You know what I'm saying? And I have the faith, but World War III is pretty much bound to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the virus. What if China or somebody, because China is also blaming us back, saying that we have secret labs where we create viruses too. And I don't put it past no country that has, you know, whatever the hell they're doing. I mean, I hope it's all for medical and science reasons and trying to protect us and not create fear and famine and all that shit. But I don't know. So my prediction, not a prediction, but the thought out thing was that everything's about to come to fruition with all this bullshit that's happening. This virus shit ain't going away. The vaccines, like we saw, vaccines are going to be made mandatory. Not made mandatory, but you know, that's unlawful. But like they're pushing for everybody to get it, and you know, that's all in that. I don't think it was Zeitgeist. It might have been some other thing, but all that is happening, and then war comes next, and then everything's exploded. Nuclear shit's happening, but I thought all this would happen under Trump, so I feel like we'll be okay. But I don't know. Oh man, yeah, who gave it to Dave Chappelle? I am mad too. I said that if Dave Chappelle got the vaccine, I would get the vaccine. Now there's a person that died in California who took the vaccine right after taking the vaccine. Rest in peace to that person, and heart goes out to their family and friends. But what is in that article is that basically that person had COVID already, and COVID seems to be like something that kind of stays dormant. I saw something a week ago about it stays in your brain, in your nervous system, until it wants to come out or some shit. There's so much shit, and the fact that there's so much shit, I'm just like, yeah, this has to be created. I mean, I don't, you know, whatever, I'm not going there. It's just that damn, what's going on, man? It's like, who do you it's like, what do you do? It's like, I want to say, like, I would say God created the virus, but I mean, that's kind of messed up to say. But I don't know. I have recently lost some family friends to this damn thing, and starting to hit closer to home now, so I'm a little bit more fearful than I was before. But I can't live my life in fear. It's just, I don't know. Can't do that. Oh shit. They said Larry King took it. I ain't hear that. They are kind of silent on what happened to Larry King. Rest in peace to Larry King. I don't really know what happened, but you know, I kind of want to be like that guy, you know, having his own little talk show, interviewing people, infamous and famous, you know what I'm saying? It's just pretty cool. Rest in peace to him. Right. The plague, all that shit, yeah, they have said this in the Bible a couple times about the plagues, the locusts, the 4 horsemen coming up next. I don't know. Who could be the 4 horsemen though? Like, what would that be? That'd be interesting. What's up, Benita? But yeah, man, not to make y'all fearful. How do y'all feel? This shit is going on. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm definitely one far from. It took me a while to get here. That's all I'm gonna say. It took me a while to. I don't know, man. It's like y'all can listen to my other podcast. Shout out to Green Tea and the Fuckery. I've been spilling my guts on them joints about this shit. A couple times, and even on this podcast a couple times, and I'm pretty sure my thoughts have changed over time, and especially now today, and I just want it to go away. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find some type of solace in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how your friends don't want to come around, your family don't want to come around you. You know, it's easy to pass. There's more variants of it coming. We had the one in London, in the British areas of the world, and then we had one coming from Brazil, and they're more transmissible and shit. But I don't know, man. I don't know, but he said Megan Thee Stallion is one of the 4 horsemen. Oh, they're gonna be Sagittarius. That's hilarious, Dorica. But anyway, more on China. Let's move on. So China rolled out an anal swab today for coronavirus tests. Are you guys ready to get your butt stuck? Huh? You guys ready to find out if you have COVID from your buttocks, from your anal excrements? Are you guys ready for this? Because what is happening? Why? Why can't it be easy? Why do you have to stick something up your nose, up your butt, in your mouth? What is going on? They are raping us out here with these tests, and I just don't like it. Why can't we just inhale something or I don't even like getting pricked, but I'll prick myself just to, what the fuck? Like, I don't like that. This way to test ourselves is the worst shit ever. But yes, China is the first to roll out anal swab coronavirus test, saying it's more accurate than the throat method. But there's also experts in Wuhan University that says that the nose and throat swabs are the most efficient test for COVID-19. There have been cases concerning the coronavirus testing positive in a patient's excrement, meaning their doo-doo, but no evidence has suggested it has been transmitted through one's digestive system. I also heard some shit about somebody throwing a cat party where they have a whole bunch of cats and then they caught coronas from the cats. Like, what the fuck? This shit is fucking crazy out here, man. And then back to America over here. Representative Steve Stivers from Ohio, a Republican, says to give the $1,400 stimulus to those only who have gotten the vaccine. So what do y'all think about that shit? That's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, that is some wild Republican shit, if you ask me. Like, what? I'm serious, Zabita. I don't know what part you said that wasn't true, but I'm serious. This shit is. I'm reading the news, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is reported in official article, in official sources. At some point, y'all gonna look at me as an official source. When have I been wrong? Look at all my podcasts. But yeah, one problem about that, Mr. Steve Stivers, People who want the vaccine right now can't get it. Nobody can get it. The old folks have not gotten it. All the old folks have not gotten it. The medical workers are not really trying to take it, nor are they able to receive it. All these frontline employees, man, people are trying to get it, but they're not getting it. So I mean, Steve Stivers, take your ass up the river. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now another cool thing I saw, American rock band The Flaming Lips. I've never heard of them, but I've always thought we should do this shit. I thought about putting my dad in one of these days. They've come up with a creative way to put on live shows in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic, putting themselves and their audience in protective space bubbles. Basically, they had a show not too long ago, I don't know, but everybody was in bubbles. The bubbles didn't look like they could move, though. So I want to be able to roll around in my bubble. I want to be able to run into somebody with my shit. But basically, there was like pictures at the venue that had like 100 bubbles, each capable of holding a maximum of 3 people. The capsules were equipped with a speaker, a fan, a bottle of water, a towel, and a sign reading, "I gotta go pee," it's hot in here, to be shown to the people, the stewards and stuff. I really love that idea. I mean, I also love that you can have 3 people in there. I mean, who doesn't want to have sex in a bubble? Like, come on, rolling around in a bubble. You just go outside and not get cold. Like, you create your own heat inside the bubble. You can go out in the wintertime, be naked in a bubble. Like, my mind has exploded on the uses of this shit. I love it. I love the thought of having bubbles. Bonita said it sounds like an STD, Flaming Lips. But yeah, man, I really think that would be really cool, man. Like, I would finally throw a party if I could do that shit. Yeah. So, shout out to the Flaming Lips for being progressive. That's how you move through. You know what I'm talking about? Several infectious disease researchers contacted by New York Times cautioned that it would be months before enough people in the United States will have gotten vaccines and allow for normal life to begin. Only then will the number of people with immunity, those who have had the disease and recovered, plus those who have been vaccinated, be large enough to take the wind out of the pandemic. I say that just to let you guys get a timescape. Basically, the half of this year is gone. Don't do anything you want to do as far as being COVID unfriendly. Basically, July is when we might see a hint of normalcy. So I've already prepared myself. Like, I don't know. It kind of made me give up on trying to get a summer body, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to work out during this when March starts. But you know, it's gonna be like everybody gets to go into a hyperbolic time chamber. Although we're still gonna get old, but you get to work on yourself a little bit more, I guess. You know, I don't know. I'm pretty sure all you guys are bored, and I hope y'all are living your best lives and finding the fun in all this shit. I personally try to make paradise where I live, so you know, because I know about being in a place too long, and a change of scenery is always good. So you know, I don't know, change around your house, or you know, people set up shit. Like, I don't know, there's people out here still obeying the protocols and still having fun, and I applaud all of y'all. And like, I was going through it the other, like, I just thank God for you responsible people, man, because I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so July, y'all, let's just hope for July to end this shit. But as the Spanish community, Spanish speaking community would say, July. Like you lie, you know. But anyway, let's move on. Alright, that's pretty sad news right there. Let's find something a little bit better than that. Alright, let's talk about the Simpsons. So the Simpsons apparently have been predicting the hell out of our future so far and so good. at this point, I think it's like people knowing the Simpsons episodes and just basically outfitting the shit in the present. But in the 2000 episode, Bart to the Future, it very much reflects our present. In this episode, Lisa Simpson becomes president, wears a purple jacket and pearls. On Inauguration Day, Vice President Kamala Harris wore the same outfit, which is pretty crazy, but she's not the president, so I don't know how much similarity you want. I mean, I don't know. It's possible for anybody to put on a purple dress and wear pearls. I've seen all the first ladies wear pearls before, and soft light colors. I feel like I've seen all those colors before. But also, in the Simpsons movie, Tom Hanks voices himself, someone who is generally regarded as a stand-up guy and a low-key, kind person. In the movie, he was like, "Hello, I'm Tom Hanks. The U.S. government has lost its credibility, so it's borrowing some of mine." And on Inauguration Night, he hosted Celebrating America and was more or less acting as a spokesperson for America, similar to his character on The Simpsons. So, I don't know. What else The Simpsons... And Lisa always wears pearls. Yep, right. But they do be on point. I agree. But yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of over that shit. I just feel like it's already documented and touted and viral. So I feel like people are just going to use it as a crux of fucking, just trying to make things seem like what it is or whatever. But I will say that those movies didn't look good. Like in the Simpsons movie, we found out we were in a fucking bubble. Found out like they didn't find out. They covered the Simpsons and the Springfield in a bubble. I can't even remember that movie. It was a good movie though. It's been a while since I've seen it. I haven't seen the Simpsons since damn, in about 5-10 years or 5 years maybe. But damn, or Family Guy. But anyway, moving on. Oh, the conspiracy theories did come true, but like I said, it's documented, so you can. I don't know. Maybe they wanted shit to come. Like, I don't. I mean, I don't believe in evil people. Julia would hate that, but because she feels like there are evil people like shit. But I just feel like nobody really wants to commit evil. But I don't know. I heard about some hostage situation in Austin about somebody, some doctor who. I mean, it's a sad story. I mean, he had some hostages and he killed one, and I don't know. I mean, the dude. I learned that he had cancer, and I worry about people with terminally ill diseases, like, and with COVID and anything, like anything that would supposedly take you out. Like, I really feel for those people, because what kind of, your faith is really being tested, and I really couldn't fathom those thoughts and those and not to say that anybody would be right to do shit like that, but I really worry about people like that. Where was I going with that shit? The whole situation. There are evil people. Stay prayed up. I think they're idiots and misguided people. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. Man, I would love to talk about this with y'all, but maybe on another note. But I really feel like it goes back to my thought of everybody's a victim. Yeah, people become evil. Yes, yeah, there is evil people. There are people doing evil things. I just don't like the notion of evil people, because I feel like if people had the chance to take back the bullshit they did or be good, they would. But at the end of the day, people are still doing evil. I don't know. I try not to believe in that shit, but I'm being a little ignorant there. I will agree. Speaking of evil villains, I'm looking at right here, like that's kind of crazy. So speaking of evil villains, scientists at students of an English department at Aarhus University in Denmark have found that between villains and people who like them, found people who prefer villains to heroes have a dark triad personality. So a dark triad personality includes scoring highly for Machiavellianism, psychopathy, I don't know how to say that word, and narcissism. So basically, if you have an affinity for evil villains, like the Joker, I think what they were studying was Mystique from the X-Men, Mr. Anderson from Matrix, and was it the Joker? It wasn't the Joker. But anyway, they were studying some people like that. They studied almost 1,000 people, and they came up with these results. And I mean, thankfully, I really don't have an affinity for bad guys. I mean, now Thanos was a bad motherfucker, and you know he had his reasons, but you can't just kill the population out here. You know what I'm saying? But I am a Goku kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love good guys. You know what I'm saying? Goku's one of my favorite good guys. Captain America is lit. I think Iron Man is low-key a bad guy, but you know. Oh Lord. Who y'all favorite? Y'all tell me right now, who y'all favorites? I love Rita Repulsa from the Power Rangers. Oh Lord. Oh, Cruella de Vil was one of them people too. Zabita says she loves Loki. Oh God. Loki, you see, and these people, like all these villains have bad backgrounds, and basically they were victims of their childhood or whatever, their environment. Like I say, that's how I feel. But like I'm a Goku kind of guy. Let me think about some other good guys. I mean, I love the Power Rangers back in the day. I like the Black and the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. I feel like the Black and the White were probably the same Ranger, but I can't remember that far back. I watch a lot of anime now. We have Gon from Hunter x Hunter. We have Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. My man Tanjiro. Ursula from Little Mermaid was your girl. Oh Lord, Vanita, y'all. Hey, look, y'all better like. I look. This is like, it's a science. I don't know if we should take science. Like, a lot of people are telling us to believe the science on COVID. I feel like we probably should look into the science on evil villains. Cruella de Vil was a boss ass bitch. Nah. I don't even remember the good guys in the 101 Dalmatians. Was it the 101 Dalmatians? I don't even remember who was the good person. I love Leonardo and Donatello. But I mean, let me not fake. Let's talk about some bad guys. Oh, and matter of fact, Attack on Titan, man. Eren Yeager. He started off as a good guy, but I said too much. Yeah, because that show was ongoing, and I hate to give out spoilers. But let's think of like the bad guys. Like I feel like Joker is the ultimate bad guy. But after seeing that new movie in the theater, I mean, I still feel like he's an idiot. I mean, you know, like, get it together, you wildo. But, and this is just about fictional characters. I mean, if you like non-fictional villains, I feel like you are a fucking villain. But they didn't say nothing about non-fictional villains. But, what was it bad? Like, Thanos, I mean, Thanos was just, that was just cool. A cool-ass movie. I don't really agree with Thanos. I know there's bad guys. I can't think about it right now. I don't really think about it, but like Magneto is like, you know, he was modeled after Malcolm X, and Professor X was modeled after MLK, according to maybe Stan Lee, but supporters of Stan Lee, and you know, I feel like those guys aren't evil. Professor X, if you read some of the comics, he ends up doing some evil shit. He been fucking with Jean Grey. I didn't watch that last crazy movie. But you know, he keeping Jean Grey at bay. You know, got her mind all frazzled. So then she starts killing people because she doesn't know what's going on with her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Jay-Z say? Or what happened in Batman? He say you live long something about you live long enough to be a villain if you stay a good guy or some shit like that. I don't remember. You're funny as hell, Dorica. But that is something, y'all. So, people who prefer villains to heroes have a dark triad personality, according to this university in Denmark. Machiavellianism, psychopathy, I don't know how to say the word, and narcissism. Narcissism, what I was talking about earlier with the God complex. I mean, hey, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm evil. You know, I don't know. I know I'm not evil, but you know, fuck with me and see what happens. But yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of wild motor scooters of the week, but let's get through this news. Oh Lord, Jay-Z is a real life villain, a Sagittarius too. No, Jay-Z is a Sagittarius, and I heard something about not Jam Master Jay, fucking what's the dude that used to work with him in Rockefeller, the crybaby looking guy, or the baby looking guy, the bald head guy, Dame Dash, said Jay-Z doesn't get on the internet because he's sensitive. Maybe Jay-Z has a God complex, you know what I'm saying? You know, people with low self-esteem, you know, have this God complex, and you know, I feel like those are victims. You know, you're victims of. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have too much sympathy for billionaires, but you know, everybody's human out here. Okay. He has killers, Kanye said. Oh shit. Oh Lord, y'all got more people here. Let me. What you said? Zabidi like Mystique. Jonathan said. I know Joker's his favorite. I thought about Jonathan too. Like Jonathan, I knew he loved Joker, and I was like, oh shit, Jonathan is probably my nemesis in the future. Like, is he gonna try to be the Joker to my Batman, or fuck Batman, Superman? Batman is a bad guy too. It's like, now let me stop. Voldemort and Hannibal Lecter. Oh my god. You loved O-Dog. O-Dog was that's kind of hard. I mean, I couldn't. That's a good one. I don't really know what to say. O-Dog was a rough character. But yeah. All right. What else? I'm moving on. I have some news here that's kind of depressing. I don't really want to. I mean, I'm gonna say it, but I just want to make sure it goes with everything. All right. Well, I'll go with something much lighter. So the biggest owner of farmland in America now is Bill Gates. This is some news I want y'all to know. And how do you feel about Bill Gates? I know people feel like he's an evil villain himself. Oh, good segue. Good segue, me. But I don't know what to think about the guy. I hate to call somebody I don't know an evil villain. Like, that's why I'm not hard on anybody I don't know, like Trump and the rest of these people. By the way, they say Trump has a God complex too. I meant to state that earlier. But whatever. So yeah, Bill Gates has been quietly snatching up 242,000 acres of farmland across the U.S., spanning in 18 states. His largest holdings are in Louisiana, almost more than 69,000 acres. Arkansas, which I think is pronounced Arkansas, about 48,000 acres. Nebraska, about 21,000 acres. And additionally, he has a stake in almost 26,000 acres of transitional land on the west side of Phoenix, Arizona, which is being developed as a new suburb. Gates may be the country's biggest farmland owner, but he is by no means the largest individual landowner. In its list of 100 top American landowners, the Land Report gives the top spot to Liberty Media Chair John Malone. I've never heard of him. Who owns 2.2 million acres of ranches and forests. CNN founder Ted Turner ranked number 3 with 2 million acres of ranch land across 8 states. And even Jeff Bezos is investing in land on a large scale, landing the 25th spot with his ownership of 420,000 acres, mainly in West Texas. Yo, what's going on? I remember what's the dude name? Louis Farrakhan was trying to gather some land and, you know, try to save black folks with this type of situation, but I long have heard of it since then. I mean, he has been, is the word ostracized, but basically canceled off of social media and YouTube and shit. But I don't know. That's something interesting to look at. I don't know what to think about these guys. You know what I'm saying? These are very rich people buying up all the land. I mean, if you got the money to do it, then do it. At the end of the day, if you make money with a good business plan, that's what I care about the most. Because if you're using people, like I hear Amazon is having union issues. Like they don't have a union. They have workers working overtime and underpaid and in terrible conditions, especially during COVID. So I don't know. I recently bought something off Amazon, which I thought this was pretty cool. Like I had to, it broke. I had to return it, and they literally just give you the money right back if you, you just have to send it out. But it's just like, wow, like the refund policy in Amazon is pretty fucking good. Not to tout Amazon no further because they got enough money, but shit. But yeah, man, let's keep our eye on that. I know Bill Gates is into philanthropy. You know, I would hope these rich folks want to just be known for being good people at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe they're going to try to make farmland that's easily accessible and, you know, basically get some good nutrition out here for us. Hopefully. That is the thought, right? But, moving on. So, Target has joined several other retailers in dropping a Thailand. I would love to go to a place called Thailand, though. I love me some thighs. But anyway, dropping a Thailand-based company's coconut products following allegation that its farm uses. Let me start over. Target has joined several other retailers in dropping a Thailand-based company's coconut products following allegation that its farm uses monkey labor. The retailer said it pulled the product from its shelves last year, but the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals recently publicized the decision. PETA alleged last year that its investigators found young monkeys were chained and trained to pick coconuts at multiple farms in the South Asian country, including farms used to produce chayoko, CHAOKOH, coconut milk and water. I do love some coconut water. But I think, what kind of milk do I drink? Damn, I forgot the milk. It's oat milk that I drink now. Yeah, oat milk, I don't think any monkeys are involved with that shit. Investigators found conditions unchanged more than a year later on subsequent visits. The terrified young monkeys are forced to perform frustrating and difficult tasks such as twisting heavy coconuts until they fall off the trees from a great height. And investigators learned that if monkeys try to defend themselves, their canine teeth may be pulled. This is fucking terrible, man. What the hell? This is... I want to laugh, but jeez, like what the I mean, you would only think this would happen in a cartoon or in an X-Men show. You're like, what the fuck? This is terrible. What the hell, Thailand? I mean, I'm sure this is going on in way more places than Thailand, but damn. What the hell, man? That is crazy shit, though. Alright. On to some challenges. Now, I don't know. Lately, I don't know if you guys. I don't know. I'm getting old. I'm in my 30s, and I just don't know anymore. Like all this Corvette shit. I don't know what's going on. And Throat Baby. Like what's happening? Like how is there a song called Throat Baby out there? Like why would you even put throat and baby in the same phrase? This is terrible. But it is a catchy song, Throw Baby. But this is ludicrous and blasphemous. But this is not my point. There's also these challenges out there, the Bust It Challenge, where ladies are like, I don't know, you're dressing your nice, your bonnet and your nightgown, and then all of a sudden you're busted into your stripper wear, or I'm sorry. Whatever, you bust down to something much beautiful looking or much provocative wear. These are the everyday challenges or every week challenges that I'm gonna soon participate in so I can get this podcast off the charts, but I don't know, man. These challenges are turning real sexy, and real nudie, real like this busted challenge. Like the last one I saw is basically turning into somebody says soft porn, but hardcore porn, and I'm not always ready because you have literally a second to gather yourself before you see what's next. Now this is a new one called the Silhouette Challenge, where basically somebody has a light on and they're dancing to some, or they're I don't know, jamming a little bit to some, I don't even know what song it is. And I think that's basically what it is, somebody promoting their song or some shit. I don't know. Like I said, I'm an old guy. Yeah, so the Silhouette Challenge, basically, you're basically, I don't know, I saw women getting naked, but basically you turn off the lights and then you shake your body very sexually. And, speaking of Thailand, but no, I mean, it's enjoyable for us men and women too. I mean, it's enjoyable. I don't know any men doing these challenges, but shit, I'll do it. I'll do it next. I actually have a great one now that I think about it. But like these challenges, they become a little bit extra and then they become a little bit deadly. So I want to talk about a challenge that was and a challenge that's been going on since damn near 1995 called the Blackout Challenge. TikTok is once again under duress after Italy has temporarily blocked access to it for users whose age cannot be proved definitively. Now I only bring this up because this is a new world we live in. Like, I didn't have a cell phone until fucking 9th grade, and even that might sound crazier to people older than me, but I'm sure kids now have cell phones in 6th grade, or even younger, 3 years old. There's people who do this, and there's apps that you can get on and download, and you know, I know you parents, you parents do a great job every fucking day, shout out to y'all, and especially during these times, but you can't watch everything your child does. I mean, for sure, I was a child that I waited for my parents to turn their heads, you know what I'm saying? But just look out for the kids, that's all I'm trying to say. But this ban follows the death of a 10-year-old girl who allegedly took part in the TikTok Blackout Challenge. Experts have warned about the dangers of the challenge, which involves restricting oxygen to the brain to pass out. The Blackout Challenge, or choking game, has been popular on social media for several years. Medical experts have warned that the trend is dangerous and that it can cause brain damage, seizures, and death. In the U.S. alone, 82 children between ages of 6 and 19 died after playing the game between 1995 and 2007. That's the most recent year with data available. But, I mean, kind of, I mean, I'm aware of something that's a little bit more personal to me about that. But, literally, y'all, I mean, it scares the shit out of me. Like, I'm gonna have a God complex to my child, because I'm gonna be like, you cannot go on the internet. You cannot do anything. Here's a book. Like, I mean, it's just fucking crazy, man. I see you, Darika. We gonna do some cloud chasing. I hear you. But yeah, man. I mean, this shit is real, y'all. I mean, that's the challenge. These are the challenges I know of. Like, I was making fun of those challenges before, but this one is much more serious. And basically, people are doing this type of challenge because there's what is called a mass asphyxiation. Some people do it in sex, adults being. I heard, what's the guy that did Kill Bill? He died from it. Basically, you kind of get a high from choking yourself. I don't condone it. I would never do it. I'm a person against any unnatural form of orgasm. I swear, I like normal orgasms, but I'm only 30. Maybe I'll have to fucking branch out when I'm older. I don't know, but I hope not. You know what I'm saying? But I hope I'm not making it too lightly. But y'all, people are. I worry about the kids, man. That's all I can say. So watch them iPads and shit like that. In semi good news, in Los Angeles, Operation Lost Angels began on January 11th during Human Trafficking Awareness Month, which I did not know January was that. The FBI said 33 children were rescued, including 8 who were being sexually exploited at the time of recovery. 2 of the victims have been recovered multiple times while at locations known for commercial sex trafficking. What? I'm sorry. Commercial sex trafficking? Like, what? Anyway, I just feel like commercial is such a word. Like, what? Commercial sex trafficking? Like, anyway, the FBI said it's not uncommon for victims to return on their own or by force or threats. Victims may not self-identify as being trafficked or may not even realize they're being trafficked. Some of the victims were arrested for misdemeanor crimes such as violating probation or robbery. One child was discovered to be a victim of a non-custodial parental kidnapping. Wow. So, shout out to that. I don't think we pay attention to enough of these missing children and shit. Like, I feel like that's definitely something I would love. Like, don't defund the police in that area. You know what I'm saying? Stop killing motherfuckers. But definitely, I definitely am all support about police and their work on that shit. Cause I definitely don't understand why children are. I mean, they are saying that children. I know of situations where children run away from homes, and shit like that. But I don't know, man. I'm really off for that. Brandon said it's sad how many kids become victims. You won't believe this shit, but some lady out here in Georgia killed her 5-year-old. Cut out her. Jesus. Damn, bro. That's rough. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's crazy people, man. And like, I know y'all was mad at me for saying. I mean, y'all are dismayed by saying there's no evil people, but I mean, there is. I don't understand that shit. I really don't. It's like my mind wants to block the evilness. Like, I don't know. It's like I would love to meet these people so I can hopefully stop them from doing worse or even beginning their villainous ways, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That's some scary shit. Like, so much shit that makes me not want to have a child, and it's just crazy. It's just adding on to that shit. But hurrah for getting those 33 children back. Hopefully they find their homes and are, not too traumatized to actually move forward in life. Moving on. Me too, Zabita. Alright, moving on. Some crazy shit. Some more disturbing news, but shit we need to know. So over 4.5 years, a home security technician gave himself access to more than 200 ADT Pulse accounts. ADT, y'all, the most touted. Well, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people use ADT for their security issues for their home and whatever else may be. But yes, this technician gave himself access to more than 200 ADT Pulse accounts in order to spy on female customers. Breaches of customer privacy affected 220 accounts, prosecutors say. The technician, 35-year-old Telesforo Avilis, admitted to viewing those accounts 9,600 times over a period of 4.5 years. He faces up to 5 years in federal... 5 years? Anyway, in federal prison on computer fraud charges by routinely adding his email address to ADT Pulse customer accounts, granting him real-time access to those customers' video feeds. In some instances, he acted without the customer's knowledge. In others, he told the customer he needed temporary access to test the system. And us sheeple are very gullible because we want to feel secure. Fear is what leads us down. Anyway, that's not our fault. But anyway, once in, Aviles admitted he screenshotted the video feeds for women he found attractive, then repeatedly viewed those feeds for sexual gratification. How did you get him to admit this shit? first of all, including watching women undress and watching couples have sex. The company says it has implemented technical and procedural solutions to prevent this sort of abuse from happening again, and adds that it enlisted third-party experts to assist in a full review of the company's privacy and security practices. Fuck ADT, y'all. I mean, technology is booming, and it's so fast. Like I'm trying to tell you, this corona shit has expedited so much that we have no idea about in this last year. But even with technology by itself in the last 10 to 20 years, that shit is warped to another fucking way. And I don't know, man. Like, we have all these cameras. Like, I have all these cameras on me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, I'm a little cautious. I'll be getting hacked too. Like, I don't know. I live my life in a way where, I mean, God sees everything. So that's how I live my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's nothing to hide on my world. I mean, there are things that I want to keep private, but fuck it, man. I'm about to just take my talents to OnlyFans. You know, there's no more fucking hiding anymore, guys. And I feel like, I mean, I'm kind of going a different way about this, you know. Fuck that guy, first of all, and fuck anybody else that needs to spy on people, you creep-ass motherfuckers. But I don't know. I just feel like it's inevitable. And we have no control over this shit. I mean, at the end of the day, we can all get rid of all these devices, but there is a bit of fun that comes from these devices. I mean, I love my Xbox. I love being able to communicate with people on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? But I always say we gotta get rid of these fucking usernames and passwords, man. Just make it fucking available. Just, I don't know. I really don't know what to say or do. I mean, I don't like. Now I have a thumbprint for some of my devices, but I don't even like that either. I feel like you're just gonna take that and just use it for other shit. I don't even know, man. Like, if one thing is making me crazy in this world, it's definitely technology. And you know what I'm saying? If I don't podcast for the rest of my life, I definitely will be going to the technology field to figure this shit out and save the rest of you, and not to become in. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the, not to feel any sympathy for this guy, but if you have access to shit, I mean, what would stop you from wanting to look in? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of weird to think about that, but yeah. Reading these Facebook comments. People would rather violate folks instead of paying for porn or prostitutes. And at the end of the day, porn is free. Like, I'm not against OnlyFans. Make your money. And at the end of the day, I wanted to bring up sex workers. I forgot, but you know, sex workers are a thing. I just hope they want to do that shit. I just don't agree. Well, I'm not gonna go there, but I don't know. These people got to make their money, but I don't know. Porn is free. It's everywhere. You can ask people for sex. You might get a no, but some people will say yes. People love sex. Everybody loves sex. Just ask. Be nice. Be respectful. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. It's kids out here, man. They need to grow up. And then also, for you Apple users out there, I just have an iPad, and my iPad is actually unaffected. That's kind of funny. But so a massive security failing by Apple allowed. Oh no, that's old news. There's new news. I just copied down some shit that I wasn't supposed to copy down. That was from back in the early 2000s. You guys were always getting hacked. Where is it? Okay, Apple is urging iPhone and iPad users to update their... Hey, I just deleted something and didn't delete. What the fuck? Oh yeah, okay. To fix security flaws that might have been actively exploited by hackers, Apple made the software upgrades available yesterday, adding a rare note suggesting that it was a serious threat. The company credited anonymous researchers for pointing out the vulnerability, but provided little details about the nature of the threat because it's serious. The company said one of the vulnerabilities affects the kernel, the nerve center of the Apple's operating system, the iOS. Two others affect WebKit, the web browser engine used by Safari and other apps. The upgrade is for several generations of devices, starting with the iPhone 6. Anonymous. I don't know if this is right. Well, yeah, they're saying you can hack your iPhones, your iPads, and iPods. Apple said the threat is pretty much done. You know what I'm saying? It's already been exploited, so we don't personally know the severity. But yeah, like I was saying about these damn devices, y'all. I mean, I don't know what to say. I hope y'all upgraded it. It's called the 14.4. But I have like the old iPad Air, so I'm not affected apparently. But I'll still see if I can download the update. But I literally hate these updates too. I hate that you have to I hate to use the word hate and cancel myself out there. But I don't like that we have to update shit, man. Like, come on. Somebody with the technology prowess, just take over. I'm tired of it. But win for Android. Alright. Before I get to these motor scooters of the week, Timbaland and Swizz Beatz appeared on ESPN talk show Jalen and Jacoby, on which they discussed putting together a posthumous battle between Tupac and Notorious B.I.G. What do you guys think about that? I think it's a great idea. All they did was discuss it. They're really trying to see how they can bring it into fruition. I think Timbaland mentioned Michael Jackson versus Prince. I'm not against this. I mean, we need to be. I mean, those verses are a great idea. The Keisha Cole and Ashanti joint. I mean, a lot of people hated it, but I mean, I love. Like I said, Thailand. That was Thailand last verses. I love that joint. I mean, I have to be such a creep, but those are some beautiful light-skinned ladies. Even though the sound was horrible, and I heard it was terrible etiquette for a show, but hey, I'm all for the verses. Apparently, we have reports of UGK versus 8Ball and MJG, and Outkast versus Tribe Called Quest. I'm all here for it. And Master P teaming up with ex-Tesla engineer to develop the first black-owned supercars. So that sounds pretty cool. And that's a good way to segment into the wild motor scooters of the week. I got a couple today. All right. Now this one's a duo of wild motor scooters here. I don't know whether it was Missouri law enforcement or Trey Songz. So, I mean, we have some beautiful playoff games over the week and a beautiful Super Bowl coming up. I just love football. I don't really care for the teams that much. But Tom Brady is a GOAT. And the Chiefs are GOATs. Andy Reid is a phenom with his coaching abilities. And his team is good. But at the Chiefs game, when they beat... who they beat? The Bills. At the end of the game, Trey Songz, at some point in the game, TMZ had a video of Trey Songz fighting, had altercation between an officer and Trey Songz, and I don't know. So apparently, I'll read what TMZ says here. During the first, the video points out Trey Songz in the same black hoodie and hat that other footage of the incident has shown. Okay, I read that wrong. Sorry. Anyway, during the first approach, a security guard appeared to be flashing a mass gesture to the group that Trey Songz was in. The law enforcement official has a conversation with the singer for over a minute before walking into the row to try to escort him out the stadium. Trey backed away from the officer in the row before seemingly swinging a fist and shoving the police officer in the video obtained by TMZ. Trey Songz. I mean, who I mean, not to say that you shouldn't swing on a cop, but you shouldn't swing on a cop. Man, by the way, I saw the movie American Skin over the week. Oh my god. I learned in that movie though, if the police are being unlawful, you're allowed to beat a police officer's ass and use force to eradicate that officer from your sight. But you didn't hear that from me. Watch American Skin. I want you guys to. It's the best movie ever. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know where to start with this wild motor scooterism. But apparently Trey Songz is in jail. I don't know why he was at the game. I don't know. Like what? I don't know. I mean, not this. I mean, I love football that much to be at the game too, but I don't know. This is what happens. Like I don't understand wearing a mask outside, but I mean, people are surrounded, but why aren't they separated? But anyway, there's a lot of confusion there. So all those wild motor scooters are in there. The Chiefs organization, Trey Songz, Missouri law enforcement. I don't know. Missouri is a wild motor scooter place anyway. Matter of fact, I got something on that. Oh damn, he got 2 misdemeanors and a felony. Well, let's see what that fame does for you, man. I mean, I hear Trey Songz be going through it lately, just doing wild shit. But supposed to have a concert on Valentine's Day, I heard. Definitely see American Skin though. Yeah, I don't know of any other place on Amazon Prime. But yeah, so in Missouri as well, Republican State Senator Rick Bratton introduced a bill on Monday as a response to the protests that broke out in the state last summer following the death of George Floyd. In this proposed Missouri bill, it would authorize deadly force against protesters, provide immunity for those who run over protesters. The proposed bill would also cut state funding for any city that makes cuts to the police force that are deeper than cuts to other services. Do y'all hear this shit I'm saying right now? Like, what the fuck? It's basically saying if people gonna protest, you can hit them with your car, or you can use deadly force. Like, what the fuck? I mean, dog, this shit happens because y'all are using deadly force in the first place. Damn, that's a wild motor scooter. Not even a wild motor scooter. That's some, man, that's just, what the fuck? That's a wild motor scooter. Anyway, moving on to more wild motor scooters. A California man was arrested and accused of hiding in a restricted area of Chicago's O'Hare International Airport for 3 months. I don't know if you ever saw that Tom Hanks movie, but it's kind of like that. The man told police that COVID-19 has rendered him too scared to travel home to California, so he hid in the airport, surviving on food provided by strangers. United Airlines staff spotted the 36-year-old Aditya Singh and requested identification. They said he removed his mask and presented a badge which belonged to an airport operations manager who reported it missing last October. Good try, man. I do feel like those airports really be feeling like you could really just sit in there all day once you get in there. But I mean, I'm not saying that you should do that shit, but I can see this happening more than 100 times. But that's a wild dude. And then my last motor scooter, which is dear to my heart. So this guy. Chill out, Duchess. Stay. Go out there. Then my dog trying to barge in here while I'm doing the podcast. What kind of crazy shit is that? That's the wild motor scooter too. So video game streamer Buckers recorded himself screaming at his baby and breaking his controller while playing Madden 21. How dare he? The streamer's Twitch account has been suspended and he had deleted all of his other social media accounts. Playing Madden 21 with his toddler son on his lap. A no-no if you want to be competitive. Like, I will say that Madden, I love Madden. I love football. And I love, in turn, Madden. Madden has its flaws and shit, but you can compete on a level where, it's I call it like chess, and there's benefits to just having strategies and I don't know. I find video games good for the cognitive and other things. But anyway, I love Madden and I'm a very competitive person with it. I do have fun with it, but it's kind of rare because I'm competing. Like I used to play for money. I kind of stopped because I am not that good anymore, and I don't have time, nor the peace to play it sometimes. So it's like I feel this guy, but nah. But basically, CPS was almost called, or maybe called on this guy because he had his toddler son on his lap. After having his in-game throw intercepted, the streamer yells "God damn" as he throws his controller down, breaking it, screaming "fucking $300 fucking dollar controller," which I think that's a lie. You know, he probably just was mad because he threw an interception. People get like that. Y'all should see all the names I'm called in my messages. But he yells as the young child screams on the camera, "I'm about to go before I lose it," he says, placing the child down in a chair before screaming directly in its face. Now I saw the video. He put that child down, but I mean, not to make it worse for him, but he kind of threw that child in that chair. And then after doing that, he screams directly in his face. He put its face in the child's face. "Shut the fuck up." That was really bad. I've never seen such. I mean, guys, people need to be self-aware. Luckily, this dude only had like a small following. He just has the same amount of following that I do on Twitch. And there's about 5 people, but one of those 5 people captured that shit and shared it to the world and to a couple YouTubers, and he deleted all the shit. And yeah, he changed his Twitch channel name to "I'm sorry 1234556" before his channel was taken offline. It's unclear if the account was removed by the streamer or if it was banned by Twitch. So I don't know what to say about that. I will say that how do I say this without sounding like a fucking asshole and a geek? Well, I'm okay with the geek part, but some of us take video gaming serious. I'm not. I agree that it's not serious. However, it's like in this world, the little bit of fun that we have does come a lot from that. So it's like, I don't know. Basically, all I want to say is that maybe can people respect people that. I mean, if you know that, like, I love Madden, I would not like if people would disturb me while I'm playing it. You know what I'm saying? But I can definitely. What's the word? I can definitely deal with it, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, I would rather be in a small room with headphones in my ear, a locked door, away from everybody, and playing Madden so I can scream and bitch and moan all I want, which I don't do. Like, I don't love losing, but I love learning new ways to fucking win, because, you can't be stale. Like, I learn a lot. But anyway, I find it a good time to promote my Twitch page. I have a Twitch. It's called Heezy's World, no space in between. And follow me, guys. I play Madden on it. I don't have my videos up. I mean, I have videos up of me playing the game, which you can literally just cheat, learn how I play on there. So, but not cheat. If I'm putting it up there, it's for you guys to see. I want you guys to study and still lose to me. But anyway, yeah, Twitch is a gaming site that basically you can record yourself playing the game, and you can have video of yourself while you have video of the game, and it's pretty cool. I have never set up the video of myself because I don't know how I don't know how I look when I play these games. Honestly, I'm not ready to cry. I mean, not cry, but I'm not ready to lose on camera like that. But I have plenty of videos where I've lost on my Twitch. But yeah, check it out. And yeah. So that's pretty much all I have today. Those are all the Wild Motor scooters. Damn, I said I would do health tips. I don't have a help Heezy today. But I feel like today was a good show. I'm drinking some wine. I guess I could talk about the health benefits of wine. Red wine is good for you. I think it's about 2 cups per day. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Well, yeah, let me see. Now, I had a little health scare. Benefits of wine. I had a little health scare over I was drinking too much wine. Like, this is something new that I've been doing lately, and I'm new to it. But I can be an overindulger sometimes, and I learned that wine This kind of wine that I'm drinking has a lot of sugar in it, and yeah, you gotta watch out for that type of shit. So that's health tip number 1. But 10 health benefits of red wine: rich in antioxidants, lowers bad cholesterol, keeps heart healthy, regulates blood sugar, reduces the risk of cancer, helps treat the common cold, keeps memory sharp, keeps you slim. Oh, and y'all just want to hide the rest. Okay, I don't. Okay, well, 8, 8 benefits of drinking red wine, and you're supposed to just drink like I think 2 cups a night, or a cup of wine. You know, just like they say, apple a day keeps the dentist away. You know what I'm saying? I think a cup of wine at night is very harmful. So that's it, and that's all. And thank you all for participating and joining me and watching and tuning in to this podcast. I've noticed on my feed that I've had people all over the world watching this shit. Like, I don't know if I've said it to y'all before, but there's a country I've never heard before that watches my shit, and it's called Tajikistan. Now this is my first. Well. It's kind of bad to say this, but I feel like it's my first. No, I'm not gonna say it. But Tajikistan, and like I have Romania, Russia, Canada, Australia, Cambodia, Germany. Shout out to all of y'all checking out Heezy's World. I mean, hopefully you're not hacking me or anything. You know, it's just a little joke because they said something about Russia and the hackers and shit. But I don't know. I really appreciate all the tuning in of my podcast and my other podcast. Shout out. That I co-host with, Green Tea with Indigo Green, and the Fuckery Podcast, which is back and better than ever, with my man B. And y'all just keep tuning in, man. I feel like we're on to great things, and yeah, and we love doing this shit. I feel like all these the last 2 episodes I did with them, they've been really really real. Not to say that we're never real, but they've been really I don't know. We've been really talking about some real shit, but appreciate y'all. I love you all sincerely, and I hope everybody has a good life for the next week. Say rest in peace to some good family friends of mine. Some very sad news over this month actually, and just. My prayers and my thoughts go out to all those going through this shit, but yeah, this is just getting crazy, and yeah. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Also, shout out to Darica. You stay great. And shout out to her podcast, the Ever Since the podcast, Ever Since SENSE, the podcast. Check her out and listen to her little country twang. But yeah, man, we all we got, y'all. So we gotta, I don't know if anybody's a villain out there. Let's try to, get you better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Keep loving each other, and I will see y'all later. And yeah, see y'all next week for 99. Episode 99 is gonna be really good. I'm gonna talk about. How do I say this? Well, basically, guys, there's no such thing as cheating. But we'll stop it right there. And I'll see y'all next week. I love you all. And y'all keep doing the goddamn thing. Goodbye.